Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel, Love It or More. This will be your November 2022 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We will be starting with a sound bowl just to cleanse the energy, tune in, and then we will begin your reading with a couple of themes for the month, then 3 piles, your current energies starting the month of November, your obstacles, challenges, or anything that's unseen, and then the final pile will be anything, the unified energy, the outcome for the month of November. Please be mindful that energies are non-gender specific, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And if this does work for you, please do subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment and share. All right, so if you'd like to take a breath in and exhale. All right, Gemini, let us see what November is in store for you. We'll use the Sacred Destiny deck just to get a theme for the month. Okay, what does Gemini need to know? That was quick. Okay. Community. Okay, so 'tis the month to be collaborating and being connected to community this month, all right? The butterflies represent transformation, so there seems to be a very positive kind of emphasis on working with other people at this time, which will be hugely transformative in a very prosperous way. Let me get some major arcana for the theme as well. Let's see how else it is happening in your life. What's the major arcana, please, for Gemini? Thank you. Patience. Okay, so this is a timing card. This talks about divine timing because she's got a clock by her heart. This also derives from the Temperance card, which talks about balancing things, both in the spiritual realm and the physical realm. And it's also about kind of like tempering your words, tempering your actions, and being more kind of softening to love in the month of November. It is a number 14, which in numerology reduces to a 5, which does talk about challenges, changes, potentially obstacles as well. But patience is required over the month of November. We'll get an oracle card and then we'll dive right into tarot and see how it's affecting you for November. Okay, what does Gemini need to know, please, for November for their highest good? Thank you. Soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So this is very much connected to that community card there as well. Okay, so your community is your soul tribe. It is your community are those people that support you, that have your back, and they're the ones that are going to really bring huge transformations to your life. We've got these whales and dolphins here. So it could also be, sorry, because we have a lot of sound waves coming up over there. So sound could be really helpful for you during the month of November, these lines that are coming up. So sound vibrations could be very, very useful. You could be connecting to whales and dolphins quite strongly also over the month of November. But I think anything that has a resonance, a nice sounding resonance for you will be quite healing. So sometimes you have your physical community at bay, and then you have your spiritual community as well. And then you get those in between that are both in the physical world, but they're connected to you on a very divine level, on a very sort of spiritual level. Right, we're going to be using my deck here, the Love It or More deck, for your tarot. And we will cut the deck and draw out 3 cards for each section. Okay. We're not taking jumpers yet. We'll take jumpers when we clarify. Okay, current energy starting the month, 5 of Swords. Unseen, 6 of Cups, something for the past. Outcome, 9 of Cups. Ooh, wish fulfillment coming in for you, Gemini. Lovely. Under the 5 of Swords, we have Temperance, which is that Patience card. It's exactly the same. Okay. Under the 6 of Cups, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Maybe feeling a little bit left out in the cold over there. Under the 9 of Cups, we have the King of Cups. Very, very strong energy, strong emotional energy. You are ending the month in the emotional body. Let's put it that way. Under the Temperance card, we have 7 of Cups. Options, choices. Under the 5 of Pentacles, we have the Star. Very nice. So anything where you felt a bit neglected or left out in the cold, that's coming in for an end for you. And under the King of Cups, we have Judgment. This is the judgment call, okay? So when this card comes up, it basically poses a question, okay, a strong decision needs to be made. And it's a kind of decision where you either can resurrect a situation or you're saying goodbye and you're moving forward. Ultimately, what happens, because it's a major arcana, it's going to happen to your life whether you like it or not. But how it plays out in your life will be different for everybody. But the judgment call basically is that point of no return. So once a judgment call has been made, life will never be quite the same again. Okay? Let us clarify. You started with this 5 of Swords. So it feels to me that, see, this card sometimes talks about winning at all costs, sometimes talks about competition. He is a bullfighter and he is focused on his success, his performance, and his higher status at the detriment or expense of others. Okay, so it's basically winning in the short term, losing in the long term, basically. So this is coming up for you. And then we've got this Temperance card and options becoming available to you. So let us clarify and see how this is playing out in your life. Can we clarify the 5 of Swords, please? Yes. Thank you. Oh, quite a lot of cards there, but we'll take them all. We have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. Seven of Swords. 3 of Pentacles, which is that collaboration card there. Nice. 6 of Wands. And Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This actually feels to me like it's somebody else. There's somebody else in your environment that has shorthanded you in some respect. I'm feeling that you are more engaged in that Queen of Cups energy, that softer energy, and it feels like the Emperor has made a very cutting situation whereby you've been put in a position where you've had to kind of defend what you have, defend your honor even, I'm sort of hearing. But I do believe that if you're able to do so, you can. If you can get as many people on your side, so anything that you need to protect. So this could be a legal situation where you need to gather evidence and present evidence. It could be a situation where you, even if it was in a romantic setting, and you felt the need to justify yourself, as long as it's done in a very kind of sort of emotionally detached way, you can kind of present the information. It could also be where you have in a working situation. It feels kind of work related, I'll be honest with you. It feels more in a work situation where you're having to kind of defend your ideas and say, well, no, this has been mine. So there's somebody else, it could even be a boss figure who is kind of maybe taking credit for your achievements that you worked with the heart. And I feel like you're able to overcome it. Well, you absolutely are overcoming it because you're standing in your power, you're standing your ground, you're presenting the evidence, the facts, the ownership of what you have. and you're getting other people to support you in this, okay? So with the Three of Pentacles, it's bringing other people to kind of just make sure that everything is tweaked and perfected to the degree of, if you've been working on something, but you can evidence that someone else knew what you were doing when you were doing it and can validate it. So getting your team involved, your soul family involved, right? Then you're rising high and you're being recognized for your efforts, okay? And then the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor. Because prior to this, I do feel like someone, a very kind of non-gender specific, but it's a masculine energy of overview that I feel that has... It doesn't feel like a nice sort of energy, but I do feel that the community have your back. Your close colleagues and close confidants have your back. And together with them, you rise high. So that's really strong. Let's look at Temperance, please. Can we clarify Temperance? If they give us the Temperance card again, it'll be funny. Oh, okay. We have 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the Devil, 2 of Cups. Okay, so it feels like this situation, the shortfall that you've had, is affecting you in the emotional body, but it's kind of like, it does feel like a slightly separate event for me, because it feels like there's been something that you've been regretting over the past, and this is like if it was a romantic relationship, it's something that held you back, kept you, could even be Capricorn, but something that made you feel quite bound and held, and you felt that it was too either toxic or too, you felt imprisoned, and there were too many restrictions laid upon you, okay, from the past. There's something that you've been regretting. It's going to take some time to heal, because the Patience card, the Temperance card, is a healing card. It's divine healing. And she's the angel of divine healing and divine timing. So now's the time. It feels like even though this situation is going to impact you on an emotional level over here, it feels like, when someone treats us badly, we usually tend to have like a co-current, like reoccurring series of events where other people treat us badly, or it's bringing up that vibration of something from the past, right? And so there seems to be, it's going to take some time to heal through this union from the past that was maybe a little bit toxic, and it could have been at a holiday resort, it could have been through a marriage, it could have been where things you had a certain lifestyle that you were connected with this other person, so you shared your life together, and that doesn't always need to be romantic. Some people can look after their parents, some people can be involved with their housemates. It's something, but where someone you were very closely connected to, there was a bound energy, a feeling of kind of held down, and you are now still grieving the loss of that. But and it feels like that bubbles to the surface when all of this sort of comes to rise as well. Because it feels kind of like a lonely energy over here. I mean, when you get the community involved, particularly, like, it feels quite work related over here. People are on your side for sure, but now you've got to move that energy and apply it into your more kind of emotional connections, because that's also the card that kind of is talking about that. But there is healing coming through, which I love. So it's going to take, it feels like this opens an old wound. This situation opens an old wound, and now's the time to heal through it. Now's the divine timing to kind of gain higher wisdom from it. But if you're not careful, you could spend yourself too long in the past and not look at the future, which is those 2 cups that represent the future behind him that he doesn't see. Okay, so you have actually gained quite a lot of emotional wisdom from this situation. And it does feel like it's a past situation, because he's looking at the past. He's regretting something for the past. And it involves, a very close connection. Now let's move on to the Seven of Cups, because now you're kind of in that state where it's weird, because this card, it often talks about either daydreaming or having many options available to you, blah, blah, blah. But I'm really feeling that your dreams are becoming your dreams are very vivid at this time. And it's like your subconscious is kind of playing out it's playing out worst case scenario events, like things of a very heightened fear level. And so your dreams are kind of affecting you. That's what I'm kind of getting from this card. As a result of all this, it's like bringing everything up. Now, the beautiful thing about dreams, it's that landscape, that platform for us to really suss things out, to muddle through the muddy waters, to purge in a way. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, Seven of Cups, please. Thank you. Knight of Cups. Anything else, please? There's too many, but I'll take those two over there that are unseen for us. Three of Cups and Five of Swords again. So that Five of Swords is the same card as this card over here. So yeah, we've got I'm just feeling really vivid dreams, and part of the dreams, it will be that someone's coming towards you and offering you all these wonderful things, but then in the dream it turns. So it turns from something that is really exciting and really celebratory and involving a lot of people, and then you get hurt from it. Then someone kind of either betrays you, or they take advantage of you, or they win at the expense of you. So I'm just really feeling that it's like your dreams are really kind of vivid at this time, and really having a little bit, well, an impact on your day. It sort of frames your day, clouds your day in a horrible way. But please be aware that actually this is a really good thing, because it's just your psyche processing everything that's actually going on in your reality, but in a very extreme level, and feeding back to you what you already know, but in a very sort of safe, protected arena. Okay, so what you don't see coming, let's see. And obviously we've got patience coming up over here, so some more healing. The Eight of Wands want to jump out there. Let's have a look at the Six of Cups, please. Because again, this is kind of connected to here, obviously because of those two cards as well. But this is from the past, that's from the past, where things seemed all happy and bubbly, but and juvenile almost, playful, childlike almost. So it still feels like there's still healing going through this. Six of Cups, please. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So you're still feeling a bit battered and wounded, and you're not letting on, you're not talking to people about this. You're kind of keeping your cards close to your chest. So it could be that there's someone returning back into your life, but that you don't see right now, and it could be this situation. And it's just making you feel really kind of worn out, and it feels like this situation was a while ago, and so your soul family, your soul tribe, your sense of community, the people who have your back probably know about the situation. And it's the kind of the sense of like, if you were to talk to them about it, they would shut it down really quickly. And so I think that's the reason why you're kind of keeping it to yourself, because it's just you're still in the process of healing it, and you can't help but look at the good things, look at the good times, but at the same time it's in the emotional body, and it's tiring you up. So even if you were to try, you're still sort of processing it, and that's why the dreams are so strong here as well. So there's some sort of return coming in, whereby even if it's this energy over here, I don't know if there's communication coming in, doesn't look like it just yet, But for some reason, this situation, someone who took advantage of you or did something at your expense, has really kind of opened up an old wound from the past. And it's something that's now is the divine timing to really kind of work through this energy and really heal through this. And we've got the Five of Pentacles, and this obviously in Pentacle cards often means, you know, where you're feeling a bit sort of financially unstable, or that you like lack mentality. But this, for me, it also can mean where you don't have, you feel like you've been left out in the cold. You feel like people don't see you for your true worth. Now, the fact of the matter is people do see you, because you've got the community and you've got your collaboration, you've got your soul family here. So you actually have the support network. But as it pertains to this past, I want to say love, okay? So even if you are in a relationship, this could be a past lover before then. It also could be a past like friendship, even like a family member. And it's still making you feel isolated. Okay, we do have some healing in, but let's see. I don't feel like this is really affecting your monetary system that much. It's more case of like, you've to weave through this energy, you have to weave through the dark places, and the dark places are where you have felt lower than, okay, but you're not. But you have to kind of, you have to walk through that energy to come out the other side and realize, okay, it's not that. But every person gets to that point where you have to walk that road. You have to walk through that darkness. Let's go to the Five of Pentacles, please. We'll clarify the Five of Pentacles. Thank you. Yeah. Been working really, really hard at it. And this is, it feels like, I feel like you're going to scream at me and say, Robyn, no, I did my healing on this. I'm good. I'm fine. And I'm sort of here to tell you, there's more work needed. There's more work needed, because the thing is, we've got wish fulfillment here and we've got working and mastery of your craft. Okay. But as it relates to the Five of Pentacles, as it relates to patience, it's telling me there's more. You need more time with this. You need more work with this to work through what you love versus what you don't love. Okay, and the wish fulfillment is to rise above this, is to work on this lack mentality, is to work on this feeling isolated, because it's like a mindset, but it's taking longer than you realize. And the reason why it's coming up all in this position is because you don't see it coming, is because it's going to be surprise. Like, it feels like something from the past that you thought you dealt with, but it's just coming back with a bit of it's just asking you to really kind of cleanse that space. I really love the Star card here, because you are cleansing through it. You are, and particularly with this energy over here at the end, it looks wonderful for you. So you are coming out on the other side. But you just need to work through it. Okay, let's clarify the Star card, please. Why is the Star card here, please? For Gemini. Oh, thank you. We have the Tower, we have the Five of Pentacles again, and we have the Ten of Swords. You see? So what you are doing is, whatever the situation was, it's now coming back with a vengeance. And it may not be even that they communicate with you. It could just be that this situation triggers you from a different situation from the past, but where it was really connected to your heart space. This is what you're healing through. You are healing through the turmoil that it caused. Okay, you're healing through that Five of Pentacles, of kind of reshifting your mindset, reshifting where you put your pentacles, reshifting where you put your priorities. And it's healing through what felt like almost a death. And I mean, for some of you, it could have even been grieving someone. So where you felt kind of, it rocked the boat, it shook your world up, you were left with nothing, and you were you just felt at a complete, absolute loss. Okay, so this is the thing that's really happening for you in November. And it's beautiful because what I love about this is because a star is the strongest healing energy of all the tarot. So the star talks about cleansing, purging, having faith in the future, believing in having dreams again, rising up. Okay, it's a really kind of yin energy, and this is the thing that you're kind of healing through at a deeper level. And I'm sorry to say, but November is the time for you to do this. Okay, and the beautiful thing is that you're coming out on the other side in a really positive way. And with this card here, it's basically saying, call in anyone who has your back. Bring people into your inner world, even though you feel like you don't want to talk to them because they might shut it down. I do feel like it's going to help. It will kind of, it will help. It will benefit you at this time. So let's go to wish fulfillment there, that 9 of Cups, by the outcome of the month may potentially be having healed and done a huge amount of self-healing on this aspect. So you can put it to bed, you can put closure on it, and you can move on with your life, right? But let's see. 9 of Cups, please. Yeah, there's that heartbreak. There's that pain and suffering that you are feeling. You are rising above it. You're moving above it. What else do we have, please? You're finding what it is that works for you now. Thank you. And we have an Ace of Wands. Now we've got new passion. So now that you've processed and done a lot of deep inner healing with regards to this this situation from the past, this absolute loss where it really kind of shook your world, you're finding at the end of the month you're rising above it, and you're moving that all into the head space. You're processing it, you're expelling it, and now you're making room in your Merkaba, in your energy field, in your life, for a new beginning, which is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is something that's really exciting. We think about the Ace of Wands as a brand new passion. Now, your passion can be a new relationship. It can be a project. It can be a new home. It can be any of the things that actually kind of puts a fire in your belly, and you start to feel a little bit more young at heart. That's the reward for walking this dark road. That's the reward. You're coming out on the other side. The Judgment card, he walks through the dark cave, and beyond the darkness of the cave, there's an oasis waiting for him, a paradise. And the owl over there marks the wisdom, and the dragonfly has guided you there. So you've got a lot of you've got a lot of support networks, more than you realize, okay, to help you just get through this squeeze. Okay, let's go to the King of Cups, please. Thank you. King of Wands. Okay, so now you're finding now you're stepping into the King of Wands, the King of Cups energy, which is having gained so much wisdom on the emotional aspects of relationship, and feeling more sort of secure in how you feel about yourself, and how that should be reflected in other people. That once you gather that, that's like your foundation. That's like your concrete foundation. Once you do that, now it lifts you into the King of Wands energy of getting your mojo back with that Ace of Wands, getting that fire in your belly, and starting to think about how you can take the lead in things rather than be affected by other people above you, or so-called above you, right? So now you're becoming a lot more sort of independent without answering to people, and you are excited again, okay? You feel emotionally balanced, and yet you're excited, and it doesn't matter what is going on around you, because around this card, he's on a ship, right? And there's water in the boat, there's a storm around him, but he's meditating, he's fine, he's happy, He knows he is exactly where he needs to know. You know that you have gone through a very, very dark, you've gone through some difficult times, and now you have the opportunity to really kind of illuminate and cleanse this difficult situation, this difficult relationship in the past, which caused you a lot of pain and suffering, right? Emotional neglect, all of that sort of stuff. And now you've come to that point of, well, I know what it is to weather a storm. And I know that I can keep my emotions intact. I know that I know where my triggers lie. I know where my thresholds lie. And so I'm going to take what I've learned, all that wisdom, and I'm powering up, taking that Ace of Wands, that fire in my belly, and I'm taking the lead now. I'm taking the lead. I'm going to do what it is I want to do. Okay. Let's go to the Judgment. Why is the Judgment card here, please? Thank you. Ace of Cups. I love this. I love this. We'll get another one, but this is self-love, basically. This is self-love for sure. Thank you. The Moon and the Hanged Man. So after going through this period of the Moon, of not really sure where things are going, allowing yourself the time to see things from all different perspectives, you've gained that enlightenment, okay? And the enlightenment through all the fog, all the mistiness of this is self-love, self-respect, okay? This feels very strongly to me like you're falling in love with yourself again, and not in an egotistical way, although, you know, that, why not a little bit, you know? This feels to me like you are finding the old you again, that core you, as you've sort of stripped away, you've gone back to the core and you feel more empowered. And this is kind of finding that inner depths of your soul in terms of where your heart is at. And it's you recognize, my head is tingling. You're recognizing now that your cup is overflowing, your heart is overflowing, because you now have reached the end of that sort of like kind of dark night of the soul type energy, right? You've reached the other side, you've done the work, and now you can rejoice, and you can, you've learned the things that you've needed to learn with that Hanged Man. You found the way through the darkness, because the Moon card usually it's trying to find the pathway through the center of the two pillars, you know. And so you've given yourself, you've done all the work, and the Judgment, the deciding factor, is a rejuvenation of self, a return to self, but in a very pure sense, in a very almost innocent sense. So I really, really love this, really love this, because you're finding your own sense of power again, but not in a way that's going to be using anybody else. Yes, your soul family and your spiritual team, they're all supporting you in this for sure. But why are they supporting you? Because they see your light, they see your core, they see your values. And by the end of the month, you're going to see it too. So it's a really lovely reading. It's going to be a tricky month, I'm not going to lie, but you've got wonderful prosperity coming up at the end, and a wonderful new opportunity, a new inspired project that you're wanting to take the lead on, and this is going to fill you up. Okay, it's the right direction, you're on the right path. Okay, you've just sort of tidying up shop over here a little bit with your the things that have been anchoring you and weighing you down. That just needs to be processed and purged. Okay, so I wish you all the best for the month of November. I hope this reading helped. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, loveitormore.com, or go to the description box below and just click the link. Have a wonderful month if you can. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.